Hello and welcome to Mike's Garage. If you've already subscribed to our channel, thank you very much. If you haven't, please do, and when you do, be sure and tap on the notification bell so you'll be notified every time we put up a new video. Okay, here we are. We are at Born Free in Santiago Canyon, California, and we are at the Lyndall Brakes booth. And this is Nico, who has things to tell us about their products while we're visiting.
Hello, so we are Lyndall Brakes. We have performance parts for your Harley Davidson, stock bolt-on replacements for what you've got going. Just to show you a little bit of what we have. All of our rotors, they have a nice aesthetic look of a one-piece, but the magic is really coming from the backside here. These are actually two-piece rotors, which is a performance aspect of our products. Just like that. That allows us to make the center piece out of aluminum, and this outer ring is actually made out of steel. The reason we do this is to help prevent warping of the rotors and things like that. As you can see, we have these colored rotors right here, like the black and the gold. Unlike our other performance parts, the colors are not a performance feature, unfortunately. These are just for aesthetics. They make your bike look nice, gives you a little bit of bling. And a lot of people ask, like, how long will the finish last? Will it wear? And ultimately what happens, we'll get a close-up right here. These low-lying spots with the gas slots, this will always stay black or gold. These edges and things like that, that keep their finish as the brake pad makes contact with it. So you still have this really nice contrast look as the rotor starts to wear.
Is this anodized or what is it?
This is actually a PVC, which is a physical vapor deposition. And it's actually a very unique process. A lot of times it's seen on hardware and things like that. It makes the metal actually harder, which as far as braking goes, we don't necessarily want a harder rotor.
Wow.
But it does have, for a really good finish, a very stable finish, and it does keep those gas slots and all that stuff.
I wasn't even familiar with that at all.
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
Yep, and then so with all of our rotors, we actually lifetime guarantee they'll never warp. That has to do with that floating mechanism and how we heat treat the steel and things like that. But the other reason is it's lifetime guaranteed whenever you run our brake pads. Our brake pads are really kind of where a lot of the magic happens.
Well, that's how I got to know you guys, was over brake pads. I met Paul and his dad when they were first showing their products at Laughlin in like about maybe we won't even go there. It
1999 or?
Oh, it was earlier. It was
Okay.
earlier than that, yeah.
Okay, very cool, yeah. Our one brake pad right here, our Z Plus compound, which is our softest compound, but this brake pad we've been using for over 15 years.
Yes.
We've not changed a single thing on it. It is excellent. Everyone loves it. This is the zero dust, zero noise, extremely rotor friendly. This is actually the brake pad that we recommend people use with our rotors that do have the colors in them.
My shovelhead loves them.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
Well, when I was in business, that's when we really got to know each other, when I had a shop.
Yeah.
And then I would say, hey, I need this or I need that, and I would call them, and we just had a run, we don't have it. Put them in sandwich bags, but send them to me, right? And
Yeah.
we did a lot of that in those days, and that's as the company was forming.
I always love to hear those stories. Paul's always coming in, which I don't know if y'all on the camera know, but this is Paul behind the scenes. He's a little busy doing his thing, but he's our founder. He started with his parents in 1998.
Well, that would have been how early that was. It was when they were just getting started. And Paul was campaigning an 883 Sportster.
Oh man, yeah,
and that's
that was
what they
way back
originally
in the day.
developed those pads for, was his racing program. I was there, okay? You and I should have been friends for years and years, Nico.
Yeah. Let's take a look right out here at some of our rotors that are actually on some bikes. We're going to be passing, these are our wheels. These bikes right here actually don't have our wheels on them, but we'll take a quick look anyways.
Those are sure your rotors.
Yeah, these rotors that are on this bike are actually around, I'm going to say 8 years old. These,
yes, I've seen this bike before.
Yeah, and they're still looking beautiful and they're still running great. And those, as far as this bike goes, it's all about performance. And they put that on there to get the extra braking and like the experience. Not only does it look good, it's a beautiful bike. These two bikes right here, it's, you know how like we make all of our parts are based off of performance, but they look beautiful as well. So we kind of go between two different like markets of people that are like, oh, I want the performance, I want the upgrades, and like these bikes, they're just absolutely beautiful. And whenever you throw on like a stock rotor or something like that, it just doesn't have the look that they're going for with these
that
bikes.
all has to go together.
Yeah, they like the chrome and it looks really nice, and we like that our parts not only have the performance but have the beauty, and like, you know, we like to put everything that we can into our parts. We don't cut any corners, we don't
I know that.
take any shortcuts. You know, it's all about the parts and making it what the customers want. Everyone wants to have something that looks nice, and they want stuff that breaks really well, and we like to bring that for everybody, you know.
Cool. I thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Nico, it was really a pleasure. I thank you very much. And I know you're going to be going home, but chances are we'll see you out on the road.